The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
A most pleasant good afternoon to you wherever you may be. Welcome in to Delaware Hockey Night TV, presented by Heather A. Long, partner with Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Exhibition action from Fred Rust Arena as the Delaware Blue Hens women's team hosts the New Jersey Colonials 19U AA squad in a Saturday matinee from the first state. James Witherite flying solo on the Delaware Hockey Night airwaves today, and the Hens flying high off the strength of a 13-0 win over Maryland in ACHA competition last night. Plenty of new faces, plenty of returners making an impact as well. And we'll take you into the Limestone Pension Associates pregame report with a closer look. Maggie Lester new to the program, joining Sam Schultz and Jess Pittinello. On the top line, they combined for 4 goals last night over the Terrapins. On the second line, Julian Nema with 2. Joined by Carly Marzano and Sophia Rosenthal. The Texan, Paige Winterberg, handling starting defensive duties tonight alongside Emma Chaffee. We will see for the first time in Delaware blue and gold, Sydney Butler between the pipes after Maddie Boyle's shutout of the Terrapins last night. Delaware national contenders last year, looking to make another run at the ACHA National Championships here in 2022-23. And not only today, but we'll have them in action against Penn tomorrow afternoon. Top line, top pair handling the starting duties for Delaware, along with, as mentioned, Sydney Butler in net. On the New Jersey side of things, Stephanie Jumba gets the call between the pipes. The top forward line, Kayla Latham, Claire Norton, and Ava Otterbein. And handling defensive starting duties will be Samantha Nocera and Morgan Kepler. Pregame brought to you by Limestone Pension Associates. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more by visiting limestonepension.net. We will take a timeout here on Delaware Hockey Night. When we come back, it'll be go time for the Blue Hens and the Colonials in this Saturday matinee exhibition matchup from Fred Rust Arena. You're tuned into Delaware Hockey Night TV, and it is all brought to you by Heather Ray Long, partner with Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Welcome back into Fred Rust Arena, home of Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Warm-ups have reached their conclusion. New Jersey Colonials, Delaware Blue Hens squaring off in the Saturday afternoon exhibition matchup. The Colonials, a U19 AA team, so Tier 2 girls hockey. Very high-level competition from the Garden State. And the Delaware Blue Hens off a 13-0 win over Maryland yesterday. Just getting started in their quest for an ACHA National Championship in 2022-23. Let's head inside the glass. Starting lineups have been given to those attending this game, but right now we're going to take you in for the national anthem and the opening puck drop. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice, as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. And it's time for some hockey in the first 8. Game format a little bit different from what we're used to. 3 17-minute periods, intermission after the second. The one constant, though, is we will be using the NCAA rulebook for this matchup. New Jersey traveling right to left in their away navy blue kits. Delaware moving left to right in their home whites. Blue numbers, blue and gold trim, blue helmets. On the backstop of Sidney Butler anchoring this Delaware team. First period action brought to you by First State Ice Hockey, committed to building the next generation of youth hockey players under the philosophy of one state, one goal. Learn more about their classes, clinics, events, and their growing summer program by visiting firststateicehockey.com. Delaware Hockey Night also brought to you by Limestone Pension Associates, Sid's Barbecue and Jerky, Delaware Trash Can Cleaning, 412 Communications, Primo Hoagies, and of course our title sponsor, Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Madeline Weeks with the opening face-off. She and Sam Chauvin, the officials for this afternoon's exhibition game, first of 3 17-minute periods underway, with Delaware in their zone and Emma Chaffee controlling the puck. Cross-ice pass intended for Lester was broken up. Worked back in, deeper into Delaware territory. The centering pass to Otterbein went awry. Here comes Lester up the left dots and in to New Jersey territory. Lester flips the puck off the backboards, chases it down, but she's met there by Morgan Kepler in New Jersey Navy white and red. The white trim right around the numbers on the sleeves, wreaking a little bit of havoc on the New Jersey side, but we'll get these player identifications down for you as best we can. Marzano tried to push through traffic, but was stood up at the top of the left circle by Nocera. Hens dumped the puck below their goal, below the Colonials' goal, rather. Centered by Rosenthal. Puck broken up, held in by Olivia Hootie at the right point. Julian Nima protecting the zone after it was briefly cleared, but brought back in by the Colonials. Nima in a 1-on-4, unable to connect on the doorstep. Colonials clear. Hens re-enter, led by Lena Murto. Puck stripped from her. And a cross-ice pass sets up Mandy Scott, and the first goal of the game goes the way of the New Jersey Colonials. "93 seconds in. The Colonials get one on the board. Unfortunately, we don't have the replay of it to share with you. But a fast break from Jessica Sperling. Gives New Jersey a 1-0 lead at the 2-minute mark. Of the first period. New Jersey goal. Scored by number 14, Jessica Sperling. Assisted by number 17, Rhiannon Mulligard. Time of the goal, 1 minute, 33 seconds in the first period. Sperling from Mulligard at 1:33. Hens trying to counter. Zone lost by Bonfilio at the left point. Puck taken away just inside the Colonials' blue line, and now walked by Stephanie Martin up the left side. She got as far as the Delaware stripe before rolling the puck in. Collided with Mackenzie Kelly. No call here from Sammy Chauvin off the collision. Trying to line up a wrister in the low slot was Otterbein, but couldn't get stick on puck from 15 feet away. Out come the Hens, led by Rory Essick. Up the left wing boards just beyond red. She loses control of the puck, and it's swatted back into Delaware territory by Claire Norton, coming off for the Colonials as they're in the midst of a change. This is an icing against the against Delaware. 3 minutes and 7 seconds into the contest. Delaware Hockey Night, as always, brought to you by Heather A. Long, partner with Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Heather specializes in personal injury and workers' compensation cases and is available for consultation at 302-565-6132. That's 302-565-6132. Hens kept in their zone. The shot from Samantha Nocera at the top of the left circle wobbled wide of the far post. Launched back into congestion net front. Mandy Scott looming at the top of the blue paint. Couldn't track down the puck to turn it into a shot. The other 27, Paige Winterberg, doing well to clog up the net front area for Delaware. Battle for the biscuit developing in the far corner of the Hen zone. Sam Schultz, one of the leading offensive producers last year, wrests the puck free. It is then wristed by Lester up the left wing boards, but this will come back and icing just the same. Pittinello couldn't chase it down with 13:10 to go in the first period. NCAA rulebook in effect, so no change on the icings for Delaware. Although the New Jersey Colonials, being a 19 AA team, will not be bound to the same restriction as they play under the USA Hockey rulebook in their regular season competition. So a little bit of a hybrid rulebook here for this afternoon's game, but primarily NCAA rules apply as far as hybrid icing, delayed offside. Those are the big ones as far as gameplay is concerned. Headman pass to Nima. Splitting defenders, backhand shot is in. Delaware has scored. And here it comes again. Julia Nima through traffic. First shot of the game. For the Blue Hens. Puts them on level pegging. With the Colonials. Delaware goal! Her third of the season, scored by number 12, Julia Nima. Assisted by number 29, Jess Pintanello. Time of the goal, 4 minutes, 14 seconds in the first period. Nima's third from Pintanello at 4:14. Olivia Hootie up the right wing board, starts it back up for the Hens. She crosses through the slot, backhander from 25 feet, wobbled wide of the far post, recovered by Green to Gallagher, trying to connect with Hootie's center point. That pass from Gallagher sends Olivia Hootie back as far as her own blue line, plus 35 feet after she regains her momentum. And the Hens will try to re-enter the old-fashioned way. Hootie getting past Kayla Latham along the near wall, but couldn't maintain control of the puck on her way into the Colonial zone. Bonfilio with some help from Murto protects the left point. Long shot from Lena Murto is covered up by netminder Stephanie Jumba, and that gives us another break in the action with 11:11 to go in the first period of a 1-1 hockey game. Face off to the right of Jumba. Saw Corey Busey, fourth line center. Ultimately overpowered by the Colonials. Latham advancing up the left wall, slowed up in the corner by Josie Billett. One of the new Blue Hens. There will be no icing here as the puck is covered. Fourth Delaware shot of the game. On a technicality, but a shot on goal nonetheless. Busey and Cohen square off at the far dot. Kepler offering defensive aid, fails to clear. Maintaining the point was Bonfilio. Essick fed the puck to her, but Bonfilio this time lofts the puck over the glass at the base of the Colonials bench and out of play with 10 minutes and 27 seconds and counting to go. In the first period of a 1-1 hockey game. Another puck into the Colonials bench, another stoppage. Another 8 seconds tick away. Neutral zone draw. Schultz and Cohen right in front of the Colonials bench. Sam Schultz wins the faceoff. And she over the center logo. Swats the puck to Pintanello up the right wing board. She was swarmed by a host of Colonials, stripped of the puck. It's walked in over the Delaware blue line by Jessica Sperling. Her shot from long range ricochets off the backboards to the far half wall where it's turned back by Kepler from the other direction. Recovered by Schultz below the Delaware goal, caromed up the near corner. and Winterberg carries clear. The 27s converge. Winterberg slowed up by a Scott stick check at center. And now Morgan Kepler works back out of the New Jersey zone, gets beyond red, dumps the puck in. Fresh legs coming from astern. Kepler is going to stay on. And an Emma Chaffee stretch pass to nobody is played ultimately by Kepler, so there's no icing here. It was waved off by Madeline Weeks. Icing the other way, a no-go as Thrush corrals the puck just above the dots along the near boards in the Delaware zone. Here comes Marzano through traffic, 2-on-1. Marzano and Nima, cross-slot pass. Nima couldn't place the redirect just right at the edge of the crease. She gets her own rebound, Julia Nima does. Hootie holding center point, swats the puck into the near corner. Battle for the puck developing. Nima and Logan Shoemaker-Gromick. Couldn't quite see the action there in the corner, as our view was blocked momentarily. And a pass up the middle from Latham. Tried to set up Norton on the attack for the Colonials, but to no avail. Here comes Emily Gallagher the other way. Centered to the top of the slot, and Lena Murto unable to get stick on puck cleanly. Bonfilio can't hold the zone, and she's ruled offside. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. 9 minutes gone in the first period. Colonials 1, Blue Hens 1 in this Saturday afternoon tussle at Fred Rust Arena. Bonfilio lets one rip from the left point. Lofted a puck in. Gallagher double teamed in the slot, couldn't redirect it home, and the Colonials work clear. Murto hustles to a loose puck along the near boards in the Delaware end. She circles behind the goal, chips it off the far boards. It's volleyed back across neutral ice by Kepler, walked over the line by Sperling. She's kept to the near wall by Evie Hill's pressure. Still, Sperling's able to get a shot away into the pads of Butler, who kicks the puck to the far corner. And Evie Hill, a brand new member of this Delaware Blue Hens team, also a part-time USA Hockey official in her own right, starts the action from left to right for the Hens, and she got her first goal as a Blue Hen against Maryland last night. Here, her shot is caught and held on to by Jumba, and that brings us to a pause in the action with 7 minutes to go in the first period. Colonials work back into neutral ice off the D-zone draw, but the puck is recovered by Essick in front of the scorer's table. 2-on-2. Essick and Busey, fourth line trying to make something happen. The Essick backhand was blocked at the top of the blue paint. She stays with the puck, launches one to the corner from the right dot. Corralled there by Corey Busey. In close it comes again. The shot on the doorstep from Mackenzie Kelly was sticked off its target, ending up in the far corner. Bonfilio protecting the left point, gets a shoulder from Norton trying to shove her off the puck, but to no avail. Colonials do clear, but Evie Hill leads the re-entry. Her shot from 20 feet, stick checked high into the atmosphere. Bouncing puck rolls to the corner, held in by Martin for the Colonials, but quickly she's challenged, and the Hens prolong their attack as we come to the 11-minute mark of the first period. This puck is covered by Stephanie Jumba for a pause in play, but no shot on goal awarded. The trajectory of that puck had it heading for the far corner. 11 minutes gone in the first period of a 1-1 hockey game, as the big guns come out for the Blue Hens again. Schultz won the attacking zone faceoff, now ends up with the puck in the far corner after a failed clearing attempt by Martin. They get tied up directly below the goal. Otterbein can't work clear for the Colonials. Puck lay loose in the far corner. Otterbein corrals it as the rest of the pack's momentum carried them up the boards about 10 feet. Karam shot to the near half wall. Leads to another scrum for the Biscuit. Maintained at the right point by Maggie Lester. Walked in. Lester gets the puck back amid heavy net front traffic. It's stripped from her by Shoemaker Gromick, who carams it up the far corner. And it's pushed out of harm's way by Norton. Hens re-entry led by Chaffee. Drop pass to Lester. Lester takes aim from the top of the left circle. Her shot turned aside by Jumba behind the goal. Delayed penalty coming up. It will be against the Colonials, as Marzano draws the trip and the shot from Winterberg is caught. She holds on for the pause in play with 4:51 to go in the first. Nocera off for tripping. 12:09 into the first period. So the Delaware Blue Hens are headed to the Primo Power Play. You too can score on the Primo Power Play. Visit your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania to experience their old-fashioned style Italian specialty sandwiches. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. New Jersey penalty. Assessed to number 2, Samantha Nocera. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes, 9 seconds in the first period. Nocera 2 for tripping at 12:09. Your Blue Hens are on the Primo Power Play. The Sam Schultz shot from between the circles stopped and turned aside by Jumba. Schultz leads the re-entry up the left wall. 4 minutes to go in the first period, 70 seconds left on this Delaware power play, and Schultz scores! Sam Schultz gets it done on the Primo power play, and it's 2-1 Delaware. That goal at 13:01 in the first period. And Delaware has taken the lead. With another attacking zone faceoff coming their way, and Murdo setting up for it. Delaware looking to prolong their offensive momentum. A Delaware goal! Her second of the season. Scored by number 24, Sam Schultz. Assisted by number 19, Lena Murto. Time of the goal, 13 minutes, 1 second in the first period. Schultz's second from Murto at 13:01. Final 200 seconds of the first period. Olivia Hootie walking the top of the slot. Puck stolen by Latham. Here's a one-on-one race on into the Delaware end. Latham reaching for the puck, but Murto got to it a half step quicker. She circles behind the Delaware goal, and out the left side she comes. Murto just burned 2 Colonial defenders, make it a third, but she lost her shot lane, trying to set up Green at the top of the slot. She was unable to connect on that centering pass. Loose puck corralled by Norton. She's challenged for it by Lester. And now Norton a second time with a little more space. Attempted to clear, had a little more success before Schultz raced to the left point to protect. Loose puck again at the far half wall. Schultz pursues, trying to pinch past Shoemaker Gromick for it, getting some help from Pittinello. And now just Pittinello settles the play down in the far corner. She looks to evade Kepler, taking her off her feet finally, traversing below the goal. Net front feed intended for Lester. Bobbled 10 feet from the cage. Schultz looking for a second on the afternoon. Was angled to the near corner. She set up Evie Hill from high in the zone, but her shot was off its target ultimately. Final 2 minutes of the first period. Evie Hill this time gets one away from 25 feet. A Jumba stick save. Her 9th of the game on 11 shots faced. Results in Hill protecting the right point and working play down low again. Kepler corrals the vulcanized rubber, caroms it up the far side where Norton tries to press it free, but Bonfilio keeps the zone airtight at the left point. Otterbein works through neutral territory this time. Marzano lays the shoulder in on her and comes away with the puck in the near corner. Contrary to popular belief, no checking doesn't mean no contact. Women's hockey is definitely a contact sport. The difference being the players aren't permitted to propel themselves into each other for the purpose of separating their opponent from the puck. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. And with the 1 minute announcement, a save from Stephanie Jumba, her 10th of the game, brings us to a pause in the action. Boosie and Cohen took the draw, and the Hens have scored again, right off the face-off too. Did not take long here. It came in from center point. And we owe you particulars. It was Emma Chaffee getting on the board for her first of the season. A Delaware goal! Her first of the season. Scored by number 9, Emma Chaffee. Assisted by number 33, Corey Boosie. Time of the goal, 16 minutes, 1 second in the first period. Chaffee's first from Boosie at 16:01. We've made it to the final half minute of the first period. Delaware building up a commanding 3-1 lead over the New Jersey Colonials after the visitors drew first blood. It wouldn't be a Delaware Blue Hens hockey game without organ music, but given that the organist has been given the day off, we have to resort to recordings of the Fred Rust Arena organist as piped through the PA system on this Saturday afternoon. Not quite the same as having the real thing, but in a pinch, it will suffice. Through one period, the score: University of Delaware Blue Hens 3, New Jersey Colonials 1. We'll take a very quick break here on DHN.
time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm. Welcome back into Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. 17 minutes in the books, Delaware with a 3-1 lead over the New Jersey Colonials. Second period about to get started. It is brought to you by the Hooper family, longtime supporters of University of Delaware Blue Hens hockey and of today's coverage of the Delaware Blue Hens women's team taking on the New Jersey Colonials here on DHN TV. Second period has begun, teams changing ends, of course. In the second, Delaware moving from right to left in their home white sweaters. New Jersey moving left to right in their navy and red. Centering pass to Rosenthal. Set up by Marzano. Resulted in a failed shot wide. Nima sets up Thrush, who took aim from the left face-off dot, but to no avail. That one rang off the post. The follow-up from Hootie off its intended target. Nima can't recover a loose puck in the near corner. Sarah driven into the back boards. And she's down, looked like she got caught up high. With 45 seconds gone in the second period, head contact, the call from Madeline Weeks, as Sarah is attended to in the corner. Minor for head contact, 45 seconds into the second period. Correction, it's going to be a major for head contact. At the 45-second mark, so a Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill coming the way of the Blue Hens. Schedule your first cleaning today by visiting DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware penalty. Assessed to number 17, Carly Marzano. 5 minutes for head contact. Time of the penalty, 45 seconds in the second period. Marzano, 5-minute major for head contact at 45 seconds. Faceoff comes to the right of Sydney Butler, recording her 4th save on 5 shots faced so far. Hens will be down a skater for the next 4.5. Hill and Winterberg holding down the back end of this PK. Up front are Murto and Nima. Norton off the forward pass from Shoemaker-Gromek was kept to the near boards. Unable to make anything happen from there. Hens cleared. Murto got 2 shots away, one from the goal line extended, the other from toward the house, but it was turned aside by Jumba just the same. Chaffee, driven back into neutral territory, leaves the puck to Busey. It's tipped by Nima into the New Jersey zone. Cleared by Norton, centered to Latham in neutral territory. Here comes a 3-on-2. Latham with a lazy wrister, covered up by Butler, and that gives us a break in the action. With 14:45 to go in the second period of a 3-1 hockey game, advantage Blue Hens. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont. They're open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or if you'd like to place a catering order, and we certainly recommend it. Visit sidsbbqandjerky.com or call 302-439-4937. 2 minutes of the Marzano penalty have been killed off. Hens working hard to preserve a 3-1 lead. Pitnello offering forechecking heat, but here come the Colonials setting up a 2-on-2. The shot from Martin on its target, bobbled by Butler. Bonfilio to the aid of her netminder, keeping the house clear off the shot. Another close call, and Bonfilio again. Taking some heat out of a hot kitchen before Samantha Nocera back in the lineup. Didn't miss much time at all. Good to see that. Let one go from the right point, but off its intended target too. We are nearing the 4-minute mark of the second period. Emily Gallagher pitchforking away, trying to get the puck free from Nocera's reach, but it ends up going the way of Mandy Scott. Up the middle, she sends this puck to Sperling. Lone New Jersey goal scorer so far, Jessica Sperling. Puts on the brakes just above the corner boards. Centering pass high in the zone to Scott. Shot wobbled off its target high and wide. Puck cleared out of harm's way by Thrush, who's maintaining that low slot position to try to cancel out any rebound chances the Colonials might try to generate off high shots here in this power play. So far, through 3 minutes and 40 seconds with the skater advantage, they've not got anything to show for it. Nocera's shot off a cross-ice feed was stick-checked off its intended line by Julia Nema, and the Hens clear again. Our videographer this afternoon is Amanda Werner, and she's doing a heck of a job. We thank Amanda for making this game possible to be viewed. Otherwise, it would be nothing but radio. And let's face it, radio just doesn't have the same effect in 2022 that it did even a decade ago. Thrush winds up, clears, connects with Schultz on a stretch pass up the middle. Backhand shot saved by Shumba. Great chance for the Hens. But Stephanie Jumba rock solid between the pipes for the Colonials. Squared up for that and kept this game 3-1. 25 seconds left on the New Jersey power play. Nocera slowed up just inside the Delaware line by Lena Murto. Delaware clears again. What a great kill from the Blue Hens here. As the final seconds of the Marzano major tick away, she heads to the bench and Boosie's on in her place. Chaffee working the top of the zone, throws the puck into a congested slot, cleared out by Nocera. This is Otterbein, 2-on-2. She's slowed up by the Texan Paige Winterberg, and they converge in the near corner. Loose puck corralled by Corey Boosie. Left to Essick, and now carried in by Lester. Rather, that was Mackenzie Kelly, the fourth liner, getting the shot off from the top of the right circle. It ended up in Jumba's pads for save number 15. Hill winds up from 35 feet. Man, did she get some mustard on that puck from the top of the left circle, but it was just wide of the post and rang off the back glass. Into the slot to Kelly again. Boosie crashing the net, but this puck is tipped and out of harm's way. Logan Shoemaker-Gromick doing well to clog up the New Jersey slot and keep this Delaware lead just at 2. Boosie with an unsuccessful chance. Otterbein back the other way. Pinched to the corner by Bonfilio. Otterbein staying with the play. Circles below the goal. Tried to set one up on a tee for Sperling, but that net front feed was intercepted, and Marzano walks it back up the right wing boards into a 1-on-3. She stood up at the half wall. Puck sails into the corner, where sweeping in Mandy Scott corrals it for the Colonials. Advances it to Sperling up the near side, but any further progress is broken up in neutral territory. Sperling again gives way to the other 14, Mia Bonfilio. Lofting the puck back into neutral territory, Kepler slams it back in from astride the blue line. Butler recovers behind the Delaware goal, and Hill plays it out the far wall. Nima tried to connect with Rosenthal on a cross-ice pass to no avail. Hens regroup, and Marzano dumps in before coming off for a change. With 9 minutes to go in the second period, Delaware with a 3-1 lead over the New Jersey Colonials at Fred Rust Arena. Line change for Delaware as Rosenthal dumps the puck deep into New Jersey's end. Sperling clears the zone, gives the puck away to Sam Schultz, though, who was tied up by Martin in neutral ice. Scott emerges from the pack. She's got space. Backhand. The save made by Sydney Butler. Butler lost sight of the puck, but she fell backwards on it to force the stoppage with 8 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the second period of a 3-1 hockey game. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com today to schedule your first cleaning. We couldn't get the 14-minute media break in as a result of the major penalty. So we'll do our best to get these adverts in for you through the course of the second period for the sake of our sponsors who make Delaware Hockey Night TV possible for a 100-game slate here in 2022-23, including 54 University of Delaware games across all 4 teams. Latham, the turning shot. Winterberg slowed her up in the slot, took away her shot lane, and forced that attempt wide. Here comes Paige Winterberg up the left wing dots, floating the puck in, just shy of the New Jersey blue line, I should say. It's still early in the season. The words aren't coming quite as smoothly as we would otherwise hope, but persevere we do. Everybody's still trying to get their rhythm back. Gallagher at the center of a battle for the puck in the far corner gave it away. It is cleared by New Jersey. Icing waved off by the lanky Sammy Chauvin, native of Elmira, New York. A market I spent 3 years in at Tioga Downs from 2014 through 16. Absolutely loved my time there. But I digress. And a goal from Jessica Sperling. Brings the Colonials back to within 1. This an end-to-end stretch pass. New goalie coming in, Kaylee Mcfadden, with 6:47 to go. Taking over the net-minding duties for the Blue Hens. After Sperling got her second of the game. New Jersey goal, her second of the game, scored by number 14, Jessica Sperling, assisted by number 27, Mandy Scott. Time of the goal, 10 minutes, 13 seconds in the second period. Sperling's second of the game from Scott at 10:13. Now in goal for Delaware, number 31, Kaylee Mcfadden. So Butler retires with 27 minutes, 13 seconds played. 10 shots faced, 8 saves, 2 goals against. Puck is trapped behind the New Jersey goal, and Alexis Riley in the game as well. So mid-game net-minding changes for both the Colonials and the Blue Hens. 5 minutes to go in the second period of now a 3-2 hockey game. The Colonials back within just one. Chaffee in neutral territory. Risks the puck forward. Busey lines up a shot from center point. Caught and held on to by Alexis Riley for a break in the action with 4:44 to go in the second. There's a new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. 412 Communications offers web and graphic design, social media consultation, public relations, writing and editing services, multimedia solutions like the broadcast you're watching right now, and more. Visit 412communications.com to learn how they can help your brand build bridges with the people you serve. 4:25 to go in the second. Delaware's lead has been cut to a single goal after Jessica Sperling recorded her second of the afternoon. Pass up the middle from Kepler, hacked down at the Delaware blue line, recovered by Chaffee in the near corner. Emma Chaffee could not connect with Nima up the middle through neutral ice, and this puck is turned back by Morgan Kepler into the Delaware end again. Marzano, evading the forechecking heat offered by Sperling, slams the puck off the backboards over to the far wall where the 17s converge. Rather, it is Sperling holding her ground as Marzano tries to push clear. Hens do. Rosenthal, over the center logo, though, gave it away to Kepler. And here up the middle comes Otterbein, 2-on-2. Make it a 3-on-2. Otterbein angled wide by Chaffee. Couldn't get the shot away cleanly. Chaffee able to draw Otterbein off the puck. Reaches around her to recover below the Delaware goal. 3 minutes and change to go in the second period of a 3-2 hockey game. And this will be an icing as we near the antepenultimate minute of the second period. Joining our sponsor roster in 2022, Primo Hoagies at 1278 Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. Experience Primo's old-fashioned Italian-style specialty sandwiches at your local Primo Hoagies. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. Another great option for tailgating before a Blue Hens game, be it hockey or that other sport that takes place on Saturday afternoons in the fall, and we're not sure why. So between Primo Hoagies and Sid's Barbecue, we've got a whole smorgasbord of sponsors here on Delaware Hockey Night, and grateful for everything they do to keep us on the air. Puck battle gone nowhere with 2:21 remaining in the second period. Amanda Werner rocking it on camera duty today. And all of you, wherever you may be across North America, tuning in. We're glad to have your company and glad to be part of your Saturday afternoon just the same. Lester up the middle, slowed up at the New Jersey blue line, but the entry was ruled good. Holding the point was Pittinello. The long shot came in from Josie Billett, just inside the stripe in front of her own bench. but well off its target. Schultz gets some help in the near corner as Lester circles in, recovers the puck for Delaware, brings it high into the zone. Lester working the point. A feed to Gallagher. The one-timer net front was off its line. Bonfilio couldn't hold center point. She gets pressure now in the form of Norton. And a trip signaled by Sam Chauvin over the center logo gives us another stoppage with 1:17 to go in the second period. And Mia Bonfilio ruled the guilty party, sending Delaware back to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Schedule your first cleaning today by visiting DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Another shot kicked aside by McFadden. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Delaware penalty assessed to number 14, Mia Bonfilio. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 43 seconds in the second period. Bonfilio 2 for tripping at 15:43. Final 36 seconds of the second period upon us now. Emerging from the corner was Martin. Shoemaker-Gromick holding the right point, launched the puck through the slot to the far corner where Nima bats it clear. 2-on-1 for the Hens. The forward pass to Marzano, intended for Same anyway, sailed into the near corner. Was cleared out by Scott, floated further by Sperling, and the final seconds of the second period tick away. The score through 2 periods. Delaware Blue Hens 3, Jersey Colonials 2. Now we'll head to the intermission here on Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather Long.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back into Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather Ray Long. 34 minutes in the books. And the Delaware Blue Hens, as you saw in the lower left corner of your monitor, are clinging to a 3-2 lead over the New Jersey Colonials. Friends, we will do it all again tomorrow, as this Delaware women's team will host Penn in an ACHA matchup later tonight. The University of Delaware men's Division III team travels to Iceworks in Aston, Pennsylvania, where they square off against the pride of Widener University. We'll be there for that. Game time listed at 8:45 p.m. (3-2 through 2). New Jersey's 2 goals, both courtesy Jessica Sperling. Meanwhile, on the Delaware side of the ledger, Schultz, Chaffee, and Nima getting on the board. All 3 in the first period. Sponsorship opportunities available here on Delaware Hockey Night. To learn more, drop us a note, James at 412communications.com to learn more. Third period about to get underway. There's the opening face-off for Madeline Weeks. 37 seconds remaining on this Mia Bonfilio tripping penalty late in the second. 2-on-1 for the Colonials. The Martin shot was disrupted. Follow-up chance came from Kepler, turned aside by McFadden. Looked like she got a little piece of that one anyway. And Julia Nima drives play back deep into New Jersey territory. Sperling leaves it back to Shoemaker Gromek. Rather, that was Mandy Scott. Back further, Nocera. Around to the opposite point, Morgan Kepler lets one go from just above the top of the right circle. And the Hens escape pressure as Sam Schultz fires a cross-ice pass in the neutral zone to Lester. This is Samantha Nocera. Unable to work free of her own zone. Lester held the left point. Evie Hill tries to chase down a loose puck that bounced off her stick just above the top of the right circle. Hill, the freshman, gets there, throws it into the slot, nobody home. Morgan Kepler recovering for the Colonials. Challenged now by the forechecking Lena Murto. Kepler caroms the puck out of harm's way, and now it is carried through neutral territory by Scott. Scott in a 1-on-2, angled by Evie Hill to the near corner. Scott throws the puck through the top of the crease. It bounces off the corner boards, corralled there by Rory Essick, not cleared, as Nocera protects the right point for New Jersey. We're just beyond the 2-minute mark in the third period of competition. Lining up a shot from the outside of the right dot was Murto, sticked away by Riley to the far half wall, the 22nd Delaware shot of the game. Essick pursued at the corner, leaves the puck to Paige Winterberg. Pass up the middle. Murto on the doorstep, couldn't get a shot away at the appropriate angle. Follow-up chance from 25 feet out results in a stick save by Riley, turning play to the far wall. Murto fails to maintain the left point. Here comes Hill on the counterattack for Delaware, but in a 1-on-3. Evie Hill pursuing, staying with the puck, but she's angled to the far corner by the pursuing Logan Shoemaker Gromek. This is an icing against the Colonials with 13:53 remaining in regulation. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky is at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, and they're open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch. Or if you'd like to place a catering order, visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. We'll hear from Sid's at the end of the game. They bring us the 3 stars of the game at the conclusion of every Delaware Hockey Night broadcast. We caught the tail end of that puck battle in the near corner of the New Jersey zone. Ultimately, the Colonials cleared before the Hens re-enter up the left wing boards. Busey to Hootie through the slot. That shot kicked aside behind the goal by Riley. Here's a 2-on-1 the other way. Latham knocked off the puck by Olivia Hootie, working back through neutral territory. It rolls to the near corner of the Delaware zone, where Kelly can't clear. And we've got ourselves a stoppage just beyond the 4-minute mark of the third period of a 3-2 hockey game. Advantage Blue Hens. Otterbein is off for hooking. And it's a primo power play for the Hens. At 4:05. In the third. New Jersey penalty assessed to number 13, Ava Otterbein. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes, 5 seconds. In the third period, Otterbein 2 for hooking at 4:05. Your Blue Hens are on the primo power play. You too can score on the primo power play. Visit their Baltimore Pike Kennett Square location. Proud supporters of this Delaware Blue Hens power play on Delaware Hockey Night TV. Bonfilio takes aim from the right dot. Riley up with the save. And emerging with the rebound and firing the puck clear was Nocera up the right wall. Half the penalty is complete. Hens still lead by just one. Bonfilio tried to feed the puck up the middle to Marzano. That pass broken up, but Marzano stayed with the play, recovered. And in trying to work through traffic up the left wing boards, entered the zone, bobbled the puck, and in trying to corral it, was ruled offside. Face-off comes just above the New Jersey line with 35 seconds remaining now on the Otterbein hooking minor. And this puck rifled clear by Cohen. Hill, the Michigander, cross-ice feed tipped by Murto into the path of Maggie Lester. One of the brand new Blue Hens making an immediate impact. She had 2 goals against Maryland last night. Scrum for the puck. 2 Hens, 2 Colonials tied up in the corner boards below the base of the New Jersey bench. Norton works the puck free, but she's guilty of an icing as she lets it go the length of the ice. 10:42 remaining. In this third period, Delaware up 3-2 over New Jersey. And some fresh legs coming on for this attacking zone faceoff. One of the wrinkles in the NCAA rulebook, which ACHA and CHF teams both follow, is that the non-offending team of an icing now gets to choose which side they'll take the face-off on. That's why Madeline Weeks didn't spot the location immediately, but had to wait for input from the Hens before doing so. Stretch pass awry, intercepted by Murto. Zone held by the Colonials' Mandy Scott. Sperling, who's got both Colonials goals thus far, shovels the puck into the corner boards. There's Martin double-teamed. Puck stripped from her by Murto. Batted to the far side of the zone where it rolls on its rib into the path of Rory Essick, who fails to clear. Sperling tried to put one on a tee for Martin net front. Her shot, a rushed and awkward one, handled cleanly by Mcfadden. We're just beyond the 7-minute mark in the third period. Delaware with a 3-2 lead over the New Jersey Colonials in this Saturday afternoon exhibition. Julia Nima lifts the stick of Martin, separating her from the puck, and Josie Billett turns it the other way. Here comes Rosenthal. Angled to the corner, she sets up a centering pass, but it sails beyond the reach of Marzano, crashing the net. Here come the Colonials back the other direction. A 1-on-2 fails as Martin loses her footing in front of the Delaware bench. Bonfilio launches a shot in from 35 feet. A glove save from Riley gives us a pause in play. Coming up for the rest of the weekend on Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather A. Long. Tonight at 8:45, the men's Division III University of Delaware team takes on Widener. We're back with the ladies on Sunday as they square off against Penn. Airtime 3 o'clock, game time 3:15. Full broadcast schedule, as always, available at dehockeynight.com. Coming to the halfway point of the third period in this 3-2 hockey game, advantage Delaware, but a tenuous one at that. And the Colonials are back on the offensive. Bonfilio lifts the stick of Cohen in the far corner, sweeping in Norton, trying to reach in for the Colonials and maintain possession and control. But Julia Nima has other ideas, floating the puck behind the goal to the near corner. Julia Nima, whose older brother Jake plays for the men's Division I team here at Delaware, also an accomplished piano player. Their parents, Mike and Lisa, just absolute gems of individuals, and they're here on hand at Fred Rust Arena this afternoon. They make every game they possibly can, and they stomach the hour and 35-minute drive from Allentown, Pennsylvania to do so. 7.5 minutes to go in the third period. The Schultz shot denied on the doorstep by Riley. The rest of the goal open, but there was nobody home to bat home the rebound. So the 27th Delaware shot is a no-go. Chaffee, holding the left point, tried to register the 28th, but it missed the near post by a good 2.5 feet. Hill comes pinching through up the right corner. She's tied up below the goal, a battle for the puck there. Pitnello couldn't put one on a tee for Schultz net front, and this puck is cleared out of harm's way, back into neutral territory where the Hens recover. Walking back in comes Lester. Her shot in a 2-on-1 from the bottom of the hash marks. Sails over the crossbar into the corner boards and subsequently out. Scott trying to connect with Sperling up the middle to no avail. That pass too hard for Sperling to handle. Hootie chases down a loose puck in the near corner of the Delaware zone, but the forechecking heat comes in on her. Long shot. This came from the right point, and Logan Shoemaker-Gromick turned aside by McFadden to the near corner as we come to the final 6 minutes and 20 seconds of the contest. Nocera with a lazy long shot. Results in a McFadden stick save, and she holds on for a pause in play. Six and change to go. In the third period, Delaware pinned in their zone, leading 3-2 over the New Jersey Colonials. Face off to the right of McFadden. Thrush unable to work through traffic along the far boards. Puck taken from her by Scott, but to no further avail. Martin, hacked at by Thrush below the goal, tries to run the gauntlet. Gallagher lowers the shoulder, separates Martin from the puck. She lost a mid on the play. It ends up in the corner. The puck ends up on the stick of Corey Busey, who clears the Delaware zone. Martin, with one glove on the re-entry, collides with Thrush in front of the Delaware bench. The puck ends up below the Hens' goal, where the Texan Paige Winterberg corrals it with 5.5 minutes to go in regulation, and the Hens clinging to that 3-2 advantage. Shoemaker-Gromick's shot is batted up into the netting by McFadden, and that gives us a pause in play with 5:19 to go in regulation. Martin's glove will be returned to her as the Colonials get some fresh legs on. Otterbein taking the attacking zone draw. Holding the point is Shoemaker-Gromick. Billett, below the Delaware goal, tries to turn play to the opposite side. Nima fails on the breakout pass attempt to Marzano as Shoemaker-Gromick protects the left point for the Colonials. Otterbein, Shoemaker Gromick. Across the slot high in the zone to Claire Norton working the far boards. That puck taken away and rifled clear by Green. This will come back an icing with 4 minutes and 57 seconds to go in regulation. Face off to McFadden's right. Goes the way of the Colonials. Kepler left point through the puck into congestion net front, and Nima walks the puck to center. Marzano mishandled it over the logo. And Latham was drawn deep into the New Jersey end to regain control, but only for a brief moment before Nima took over. Green, Nima, centering pass through the slot, thrown in by Billett. Her shot turned aside by Riley. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Delaware clinging to that 3-2 lead yet. Thrush through traffic, angled to the far corner by Morgan Kepler. Caroms the puck behind the goal. And now it's brought up the left wing boards by Logan Shoemaker Gromick as far as her own blue line before trying to advance it to Latham. But the Hens again in the neutral zone take over and turn play up the left wing boards. The centering feed from Essick bounces beyond the reach of Rosenthal. Essick looming net front. Rosenthal high in the zone tries to run the gauntlet again, this time from the top of the slot in. Puck was tipped to the far corner and now slammed over the glass and out of play by Kepler. 3:42 remaining in regulation. The Hens with an attacking zone faceoff coming their way. Angelina Murto lining up across from Stephanie Martin. Puck is down, play resumes. Martin won the faceoff, and Scott muscles the puck beyond center. Hill volleys it back the other way. Martin, kept just above the blue line by Murto, is forced to the far boards. That gave the Hens a couple of seconds to reset on the defensive, and they do. Hill up the middle. Couldn't cleanly connect with Murto. A pair of shots on the doorstep. Essick, Murto with the second, both denied by Riley. After the failed breakout pass up the middle, Hill brought the puck in herself. The pass connected the second time, but neither of the shots that followed did. Inside the final 3 minutes. Rosenthal gives way to Scott, but clears the zone. Nocera forced back into her own end to recover. Turned the puck over to Bonfilio, whose shot from 20 feet away is caught and held by Riley. Two minutes and 42 seconds to go. The shots keep raining down on Riley from Blue Hens galore. Another shot, another save. Since she's come into the game, Alexis Riley has been absolute dynamite for New Jersey. 2.5 minutes remaining. Nima to Marzano again. Marzano driven to the far corner by Kepler. Worked the puck to the point where there was more time and space, but Murto was overpowered. 2-on-2 for the Colonials. Latham, centering pass to Norton. Couldn't get stick on puck in the low slot. Puck rolls to the far side where Sydney Schreck can't swat it free. Holding center point for the Colonials was Nocera. Murto recovers. 2-on-2 this Delaware rush, but both Murto and Nima lost their shot lanes. Their momentum carried them below the goal. Hootie tries to line up a close-range chance from 10 feet, but to no avail. She does protect the point in a second time. Marzano does just the same. Third time a charm on the clear for Jersey as Norton ricochets the puck off the far boards of neutral ice and down deep into the Delaware end it goes. 80 seconds to go at Fred Rust Arena. Hens looming in the Colonial zone, so Riley can't be exchanged for an extra attacker, at least not at the moment. Lester threw the puck into net front congestion. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Breakaway chance from Sperling looking for the hat trick, stopped by Mcfadden. Still no sign of an extra attacker. Kepler clears. Martin unable to gain control of the puck. It's pushed back in over the line by Lester. And a hook is signaled with 33.6 seconds to go in the contest. It does go against Martin. So Delaware will finish this game either up 2 or with a skater advantage the rest of the way. New Jersey penalty assessed to number 88, Stephanie Martin. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 26 seconds in the third period. Martin 2 for hooking at 16:26. Nearly a snipe from Pittinello into the glove of Riley. Final 10 seconds. Looming close and taking aim again was Lester. .9. Puck is down. Final seconds tick away, and that will do it. The final score, Delaware Blue Hens 3, New Jersey Colonials 2. Final shots on goal. Delaware 34, Colonials 18. We will take a very short break. When we come back, a look at the SIDS 3 stars of the game. This is Delaware Hockey Night presented by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Fans, it's time for the SIDS 3 stars of the game, presented by SIDS Barbecue and Jerky in Claymont, Delaware. Tonight's third star, with the game-tying goal for your Delaware Blue Hens, number 24, Sam Schultz. The second star, with both New Jersey Colonials goals, number 14, Jessica Sperling. And the first star of the game, with the game-winning goal for your Delaware Blue Hens, defender number 9, Emma Chaffee. That will do it for us on Delaware Hockey Night. For Amanda Werner, for the entire crew, James Witherite thanking you for your company. Lady Blue Hens fans, we'll see you again tomorrow, 3 o'clock against Penn. We'll be back tonight with Men's Division 3 action as the Blue Hens take on Widener at Iceworks. Once again, the final score. Delaware Blue Hens 3, Jersey Colonials 2. The Hens outlast Jersey in the final minutes to secure victory.